Hey everybody, I am 2 weeks post-surgery. That was a total hip replacement on my left side. I want to give some background on that and do a complete recap of the last 2 weeks. About 8 years ago, I was racing bikes. I wasn't going to change the cycling world, but I could hang. And I began to have problems with my right cleat. I was wearing out right side cleats every 4 weeks, and I didn't have any pain. I just couldn't get my cleat in the right spot. So that went on for about a few months, and then one day on a bike ride, I had a sharp, sudden pain in my right hip. Kind of a fluke. I thought, okay, that was strange, but it didn't come back, and then it became recurrent. So I finally went to the doctor, got a x-ray. He said, your hip is blown. You need a new hip. And he said, in fact, your left hip actually looks worse than your right hip. So I was like, you're insane. Long story short, I went to 5 more doctors who all said the same thing. So in 2017 or 18, I got a new right hip. That went great, but it was basically the end of my racing, because I just wasn't quite the same after, and my left hip was starting to hurt. Anyway, fast forward to a couple of years ago, my left hip got to where my right hip had gotten to before surgery. And then it got to where it was worse than my right hip had ever been. I finally got to have that surgery on April 14th, 2025. At this point, my left hip was way worse than my right hip ever was. The first surgery, I woke up and all the pain was gone. I didn't have any real pain in my recovery process. It was just, getting it loosened up, and then I was good to go. Well, this one was not that same thing. I woke up from surgery in more pain than when I'd gone in, which was kind of over the next couple of days. Surgery was on a Monday. Over the next couple of days, I had some pain relief. I had to do a photo shoot on Thursday at the Georgia Theater. The Thursday after surgery, we get there and the elevator is down, so I have to go up and down. I think it's like 3 flights of stairs multiple times. That was fun. And I got a few more days free to just relax and be still sore, all of that, but going in the right direction. And then last week, which is like the second week after surgery, I had a cool video job about Athens Twilight. I had 3 days of shooting for that. The day of Athens Twilight, which was 2 days ago, as I'm filming, I did 10,000 plus steps, which for if you're in good shape or in any shape, is just a good number of steps to do in a day. When you've got a still brand new hip, it's not so good. So as soon as I recorded or hit stop on the last clip of that job, all the pain hit me like a wave. The walk back to my car was like excruciating, and then from the car inside was excruciating. I woke up the next day expecting to be in a lot of pain, but I wasn't. So that was cool. That brings us to today. Today is 2 weeks after surgery, and I'm very restless. I want to get back to what I was doing before, and I want to resume my bike racing where I left it off. I wasn't ready to quit when I had to quit. I still had more to do. I had more to prove to me. I think I can still probably do lots of that. So as soon as I'm able, I'm gonna get back on my bike and start training. So yeah, that's 2 weeks out. Also, Brian, I have upped the game on microphones, stands. What you got? Thank you all for caring, and I'll talk to you in a week or two.